myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Oh, yeah. My mic.
All right, let's play. Let's play. Come on, Chet. Come on, baby.
Mike. He's the mic guy. He's the guy who talks, and he talks because he talk. He's the mic guy. Wiki. That's my throwback to the 90s, Mike.
Keep going, brother. Keep going.
Mike's doing.
Feel it.
He's doing the show. Don't you know? Yo.
Gotta be like G.I. Joe.
Like G.I. Joe. Wow, Mike, you know, I think you've got very good musical talent.
I got the time. I got the rhyme. And when I cook, I use lime. I don't know. Hi, Chet. Go ahead. Do your announcement, brother.
Oh, happy Halloween, Michael. And welcome to the Me, Myself, and I show, everyone. It's a very fun, festive time for everyone where we're all going to go out trick-or-treating. That's one of my favorite times of the year. How about you, Michael?
Dude, I cannot wait. I'm going to have... What's your costume?
I'm going to be a dirty whore.
Nice. Are your legs going to be open or closed?
Well, I find that this is a perfect time of the year to really just bring out my inner whore.
Your inner
No, seriously, you can honestly get away with anything on a holiday like this. I like to walk down the street, whip my cock out, punch somebody in the face. It's really just...
Oh, my God, dude. Chet, do you realize it's Sunday? It's the Lord's Day. Halloween's not until Tuesday, buddy.
Hank made my cock, and if I want to wave it, I will.
Hank made your... Okay, you know what, dude? I'm going to let it slide. Slide it in. Hi-oh! Anyways.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Michael. You know, I have to admit, I did smoke a little bit of the meth today. So,
okay.
You know, things tend to happen, and I have to go stick my head in the toilet right now. But I want you to have a wonderful day, and remember, fisting is fun.
Thanks, Chet. Oh, my God. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Me, Myself, and I podcast. I'm your host, Mike Betancourt. This is episode Treintaitres, sponsored by Waza Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now we're going to keep going. I'm going to keep going if I... I tried to do it in a breath, but I couldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to also welcome back our wonderful producer. He is sick, but he's still here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cory.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
Good, man. Thanks for being here. I'm not going to let you talk. I'm not going to let you do... Just sit back and relax, man. I just wanted to say, everyone, that Cory is sick. He has a virus because he came back from a convention. And you know what? I get it, man. When you go to comic book convention... Was it comic book convention?
It was TwitchCon.
Okay, it was a TwitchCon convention. People don't freaking wash their hands. They don't wash their hands. They cough on each other, and there's like viruses just floating around. You don't know if he has the Ebola virus, and I hope he doesn't, and I pray he doesn't, because if he does, that would suck, and I would not know what I would do without Cory and the VGB studios. So get well now, sir. Not get well soon. Get well now. And now is time for the podcast of the day. Yeah. Nice job, Cory. The podcast of the day that I highly recommend, ladies and gentlemen, is called Mo versus the World. That's right, Mo versus the World with Mo Mandel. Mo Mandel is a stand-up comedian. He's been on Chelsea Lately. He's one of the executive producers for Comedy Knockouts. I mean, his credits go on and on and on. And he's very funny, and he has a podcast, Mo versus the World. Highly recommend it. Subscribe to it, and then come back and subscribe to mine. That's it for the podcast of the day. And how do I know Mo so well? Well, Mo and I just finished working together at the Punchline in Sacramento. It was a great week. And he mentioned in his podcast one of the top 10 offensive Halloween costumes to wear. You want to know what one of them is, Cory?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
What is this?
And he said it on stage, like the top 10 offensive Halloween costume. One of them was Jason Aldean covered in blood.
Did that get a laugh?
Dude, it got laughs and groans. And you know, dude, that's what's wrong with our country today. We have all these horrible events and then we laugh at it the next day because, you know, a mass shooting is just around the corner, dude, unfortunately. But yeah, man, it was, I remember seeing Mo about 13 years ago at an open mic in Sunnyvale at Rooster Teeth Feathers. And the guy was smashing it then. Open mics. You know, comics, I want you to listen to very, very carefully. When you start out in open mics, you're less than dog shit. You're not funny. You may think you're funny, but you're not funny. But Mo, man, he's the one of those guys that just had it, you know? He was crushing in 3 to 5 minutes at a shitty open mic, crushing it. And then, you know, now he's came back at the Punchline and worked his ass off, and he did. Oh my God, it was so weird. Some of these crowds this weekend were so fucking weird. And I tell you why. Did you go? Have you seen what's going on at How About Arden right now?
No, what's up over there?
There's a shitload of construction going on right now, and it's like this huge fortress right now. There's all these gates and fences and it look like Arden looks like it's closed off, like an atomic bomb blew up. It looks like it's closed off, and even the Punchline sign was taken down, so it looks abandoned. It looks closed.
It's already hard to get to. That's the one behind like the sleep mattress place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's so. I was like, are we open? And you had to like really, really work your ass off to get to that club. So the crowds were thin, and you know, people are like, why aren't people here? I'm like, well, because you know, people don't want to search that much for a comedy show. If they're driving down the freeway, they don't see the sign. They probably thought it was relocated. You know, they can't see the little banner saying we're open during construction. You know, and these were small crowds, and it's not Mo's fault. It's not the Punchline's fault. It's the construction's fault. They fucked up. They really fucked the Punchline up big time out of a lot of clientele because, you know, they took down the signs and all this shit. But these crowds were tiny. And, you know, this was my feature debut, ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing stand-up for almost 13 years. And in order for you to break into just host the Punchline, there's such a huge, long process that you have to go through. I'll tell you the process right now since we're podcasting and I've got nothing else to talk about. Why not talk about the process of what it takes to be a stand-up comedian to work at the Sacramento Punch Line? In order for you, and this is a system, I understand why. I'm going to explain the system why. In order for you to work as a comedian, as a host, 10, 15 minutes up front, in order for you to work at the Sacramento Punch Line, you have to go to San Francisco Punch Line and sit in the back for like 6 months to a year. Or do shows in between and just be seen. And I know half of you guys are like, what? 6 months to a year? This is bullshit. Why? Because it thins out the herd. It makes people think that they want to be comedians, and then when they have to realize they have to go through this long process, like 6 months, that's not it though. Once you wait in 6 months to a year, then you get to be on the showcase in San Francisco. You do about 3 to 5 minutes. You do well, you keep coming back. Do well, keep coming back. Do well, keep coming back. Then eventually, when Punchline thinks it's time, then you get to audition to host. You passed out audition, then you have to host the showcase in San Francisco. And then after that, then eventually, then they'll put you on the list, and then you'll be able to work at the Sacramento Punch Line. I did that, and I hosted for about 4 years, and then I had to do the process all over again to feature. I had to go back to San Francisco, audition, had to audition again because, shit happens. And I kept coming back, kept going. And after all these years, I finally, this weekend, had a chance to feature debut at the Sacramento Punch Line. After all that process, there's other ways to probably get in sooner, You know, if you can do it, great. If you can't, that's the process. And people are like, fuck that, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that. Well, then guess what? You're not going to work at the Punchline. Okay? Go work somewhere else. But the comedy clubs have rules because, and I get it, because look at the quality comics that go through the Punchline. You get top-notch headliners, a great networking hub, and it opens a lot of doors, not just here, but San Francisco, Philly, and even SoCal. It's just, you know, man, you gotta do it. If you want to be a stand-up comedian, you gotta go through the hoops. You just do. Keep your mouth shut and just write jokes, get funny, get on stage, and slowly break into that fortress. You know, and I'm so sick and I don't know where this is. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's this new generation. I know I sound like an old fart, but maybe it's this new generation. But they want everything handed to them. And in stand-up comedy, nothing's handed to you. Nothing. Just because you're on stage doesn't mean you're automatically going to get a laugh. Okay? You have to work jokes. You have to work your timing. You have to work the crowd. You have to give a great energy. You have to. There's many different things. Just to earn one laugh takes years to develop that craft. So imagine developing that craft and also working at the Punchline. It's, you know, for me, it's a very rewarding thing. I'm very proud of myself to accomplish this goal, and but now I want more. It's like crack. Stand up is like, I'm sorry. You know what? If I had to quit smoking weed and quit drinking and quit meat, I will quit meat. I will quit. Cory, I love meat. All right. Why? Because you were in the Navy? You like that sausage in your mouth? No, but I love ribs. Oh God, I can make some good ribs, Cory. Like really good ribs. Like when you come over to my house, bring your wife, bring your dogs, and I will make you ribs, bro.
All right, man.
I'm telling you, this is how good my ribs are. You want to hear? You know what? How my good ribs are? Mm-hmm. I buy these ribs 3 days prior to grilling. Okay, I put dry rub, I put garlic, I put onions, and I let it set for 3 days. Then when I start to grill, the day of grilling, I slow cook it for about 6 hours. And I steam it. I throw water in it and let it steam. I baste it with beer all day long. Bro, it's an all-day event when I'm cooking ribs. And anyone that's listening, one of my buddies, it's his birthday today. And Garrett, yes, you, sir. Happy birthday. And Garrett is also a number one Me, Myself, and I fan. This dude has been listening to this podcast since day one. And I thank you. And he came over to my house and had ribs. And you know what? He didn't say anything about my ribs. You know why? Because he was eating them. That's right. He chomped down. He didn't say thank you because that's how good it was, dude. I'm not going to say I'm going to go to a rib cook-off or anything like that. No, but God damn, I make good ribs. Where was I going? Oh, I was talking about my ribs. But see, I fucking love meat. I love meat. I can't stand people are I get it. You want to be a vegan? You want to be a vegetarian? I get it, people. I get it. You know, you want to make yourself healthy and stuff. But, dude, okay. I don't like it when people throw their vegetarian religion on me. You know that's an animal? Do you know what they do? Do you know how much they brutalize animals before getting it to the store? I can't do it, and I can't be around you. I don't give a shit. Okay? Vegetarians are like atheists. They have the same exact mentality. Atheists like, ugh, I don't want to know about God. Ugh, I don't like God. Keep your God stuff away from me. Same thing as for vegetarians. Ugh, I don't like meat. Keep your meat away from me. Ugh, ugh. And I hate when vegetarians come over to my house. Fucking hate it. because I have to cook extra because I'm a nice person. Do you need a shitty Boca burger after I cook on? Can you make sure that there's no meat juice on there, please? You're lucky I'm a nice person, because if I was Dick, I would be like, dude, have something else. I don't know. It's ugh. What about you, Corey?
Definitely never been a vegetarian or a vegan.
That's even worse.
Yeah, no, those are worse.
You gotta meditate, and you gotta understand that the animals were here first, bro, and we're ruining them. As I live in a house and I use all these animal products for my hair, as I use my cell phone that was made by Chinese slaves. Right? It's fucking true. Vegans, if you want to be all judgy Mother Earth, all that shit, then do me a favor. Then go to Puerto Rico and help those people out. Okay? I can't, bro, because I got a job I'm a barista, man. I'm a fucking barista, bro. And I got to watch my Netflix. If you really cared about animals, you wouldn't live in a house. You wouldn't be watching TV. You wouldn't be you wouldn't be giving these wonderful, amazing quotes, tweeting about it, whatever fucking vegan quotes are there. That's what's wrong. You need meat in your life because meat gives you common sense. Okay? We are here to devour these animals. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. If I was sorry, I would be a douchebag vegan. But I'm not. Ugh, it's so hard. You're going to have spaghetti and meatballs? You're goddamn right. And I said goddamn on the Lord's Day, but he'll forgive me because I eat meat. Thanks, the Lord. But you're damn right. Okay? I'm going to eat. Oh, dude. You know what? One of these days, I'm just going to cut a pig's head and eat it right in front of a vegan. Just chow it down. Raw. Just raw. Blah. Or hang it upside down and gut it. All the blood come out and eat it. And PETA. Oh, God. I don't know. I better be careful with PETA. PETA's like the Scientologists. We might get sued. You got to protect animal rights. If you're going to protect animal... Okay, I get it. I get you want to protect animal rights. I get it. The whales in the Galapagos Islands. I get it. Pit bulls. I get it. Right? Animal rights, fine. But, fuck, man. Animals are good. If you were homeless, okay? If you were homeless and you lost your house, and you lost your family, and you lost your food, and there's nothing left on this earth except for pork, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, vegans? Huh? What are you going to do? You ain't going to do shit. You know what you're going to do? You're going to starve because you're going to be an idiot. Hey, this is God test. I got to give up pork. Oh, God, I love pork. Ugh. I make good pork chops too, Corey. I'm going to say, this is for the vegans. I make good pork chops, man. I put it in like a little bit oil, lightly oil, right? Mm-hmm. Add some water and put like a level, like the water is just above the pork. And then I let that soak in, and then I put bread crumbs in there too. Put some little garlic on that too. A little bit, not too much. Oh, God, I love pork. I love pork. Pork. Oh, people are probably getting sick about this. We're probably losing subscribers. I don't care. Don't eat that. Actually, you know what? I did see this horrible video. It's horrible. They show these, and they have this scary music too. You want to know what you're eating? And it shows these people hanging pigs while they're alive, kicking it, punching it, gutting it, kicking these cows, and they're cattle prodding them, and they're laughing about it. Yeah. They have all these fish together, and they're okay. I get that, but. And I know that's wrong because when you beat an animal before you kill it, all their intestines are going to create like a poison inside, and then we're going to be eating that poison. Because when an animal is uptight or scared, their muscles are going to get tight. And their kidneys might fail, and all the toxins in their kidneys are going to spread all over that meat, and that's the meat that we're going to be eating. You know, I get that. I'm not a fan of that. What I'm trying to say is maybe we should create our own livestock, be nice to the animals, and then kill it. That's what you're supposed to. That's what farmers used to do. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. How's my piggy doing? Huh? Here's some slosh from my nice little fat pig. And the pigs were happy. I love you, Piggy Wiggy. I love you so much. And then it got fatter. Oh, you're such a good pig. Have some more slosh. Why don't you? Let's give the cows a bath too. And then you kill them. Then you slaughter them. Cut their heads off. Be all like. That's what I would do if I was a farmer. I get this big axe. I'd be like, here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Come here, my little pig. Yes! Drink its blood. There's no toxin in this blood. So what I'm saying is, oh shit, what was I saying? What's the whole story I was talking about? Just about, okay, like I love meat. It's good. And it's hard for me to give up meat, but I can't give up stand-up. It's such a drug. It's such a rush. And I just came off a week of performing at the Punchline, and I had so much fun. I've been writing a lot more, and I've been really cracking into something I'm getting big strides in my act. I've got more confidence. I'm not thinking about the crowd if they're not listening or not. Fuck it, man. If you're not going to listen, someone else is. I don't give a shit. I've been doing this long enough that I don't give a shit. And Mo, man, that guy crushed. He gave me some great advice, too. He said dude, this is how awesome this sentence is going to sound. You ready for this, Cory?
I'm ready.
He said when he was down at the Comedy Store, Bill Burr came up to him, and he said, yeah, man, when you're doing stand-up, it's like a staring contest. You know? When people are not laughing at your jokes, fucking look at them and keep doing your jokes. Don't break on stage, man. You know? Like, I've seen so many... I've done it, too. I'm not saying I'm the shit. I fell into this thing called Quicksand. That's the worst. That's the worst feeling in the world. When you're performing on stage and you're doing a new bit or you're just doing a joke and, you know, the audience doesn't laugh, and then you're starting to question yourself. Oh, man, they didn't laugh at that joke. And then you're thinking about they didn't laugh at the joke. And then you do another joke, and then it doesn't go well. Then you're thinking about those two jokes that you fucked up on. Oh, man, that's two jokes. And then you keep doing that. And then you just, I call it you fall into quicksand because you're thinking about the audience's reaction and you care about the laughter so much that you're just falling apart. You're like, oh, my God, what do I do? What do I do? Dude, I've done it. I've bombed many of times doing that. And I would get angry at the audience. What's wrong with you guys? Why aren't you laughing? You know, I've done that. Because we live and die from the laughter. That's our livelihood. Like a firefighter, what's his livelihood? Put out fires. You know? What's my life? Just make people laugh. And when those people don't laugh, you're like, we are the worst critics. You know, like artists say, oh, we're the worst. No, comics hate themselves tremendously. Like, we hate ourselves so much. Like, if we need to save ourselves from our own abuse. That's how much, because we're so hard on ourselves. Yesterday I was doing great. I was crushing, and I had this one joke that I've been working on, and I listened to the tape. It had a great laugh, but me when I got offstage, I was like, "Fuck, man, I totally fucked up. I totally fucked up on that joke." And everyone was like, "Mike, what are you talking about? You crushed." I was like, "I don't know, man. I gotta go back." But we're so hard on ourselves, and you have to be. No other comic's going to be as hard as you are to yourself. None. I guarantee it. You know what all other comics are going to say when you bomb? Great set, man. That was awesome. Thanks for bombing. Now I'm going to look good and sell merchandise. Appreciate it. But that, we're dicks. I'm just going to be honest. We're assholes. But you know what? We appreciate good comedians, like really good comics that you can tell when someone's stealing jokes or when someone's just being hacky enough or they're just bringing a shitload of people and then, their friends and families are cheering them on. They got a bunch of cheerleaders. You can tell which ones are not going to last long. They're just doing it for the glory. And you can tell which ones are working really hard. And working with Mo this whole weekend, holy shit. If he doesn't become a household name soon, he needs to. Because this guy worked his ass off. We had small crowds. And this guy freaking crushed for an hour. Crushed. And I was like, damn it. I fucking suck. I got to go back to the drawing board. But it's good to be hard on ourselves, At least we're not vegans. Yeah. How we doing on time, Corey?
You got about 4 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
No shit.
You got 4 minutes.
That's what I get, man. When I'm talking shit about vegans. Yeah. You gave me extra time and fillers and all that stuff. So the moral of the story is if you want to be creative in this life, if you want to work your ass off in this life, you got to eat meat. It's protein. It's good for you. That's why you're such a pretentious hipster. I'm going to listen to my clickety-click record collection, go to the coffee shop and grow a beard and look like a lumberjack but never hold an axe. Why are hipsters like that, dude?
I don't know, man.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Are you sure there's no comedians out there that are like vegetarians and just really, really good, though?
I'm sure there are. But I'm just saying, like, maybe I'm just doing a stereotype. But, the hipsters that I've seen, why are they so douchey?
I don't know. I think, like, you were onto something. Like, vegans and vegetarians are some of the worst. The other ones that are bad are people who do CrossFit. Like, the ones who just can't shut up about their CrossFit.
I know.
And I'll throw myself under the bus a little bit. Bearded guys.
No, dude, you're not douchey, dude.
No, but I do talk about my beard incessantly.
Well,
and people get sick of it.
Hold on.
And then when you see another bearded guy, you just make a connection and start talking.
But, folks, I can vouch for Corey about this. When you grow a beard that long, that's an accomplishment. It's a huge accomplishment. And I'm a fan of that. But but you don't have a douchey attitude about it.
I try to rein it in, but I sometimes I'll just find myself, in a crowded group, with a craft beer, and I'm just
not
starting.
A PBR?
No. Like some local shit, like the good stuff, the Track 7 down the street, and then I just start, reflecting upon beard oils and it's bad, and it's something you got to suppress. Vegetarians, vegans, CrossFitters.
CrossFitters are the worst, man.
They are the absolute worst.
Dude, I just finished working out. Yes, we know. We see it on your Facebook all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I just blew my wad, bro. It's the best thing in the world. I blew my wad. I worked out. When are you going to do burpees with me? Never. I'm going to go eat a hamburger because I love meat. And I'm going to make some ribs while I'm doing it and hang a pig upside down and do burpees on the pig. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stab the pig and I'm going to eat a warthog in front of a vegan. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm sure they got tough meat though. So, all right, folks. So remember the moral of the story. Don't be a douchebag. Eat meat. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this podcast is sponsored by Waza Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you mention this podcast, you will get half off the first month of training. And let me see. Oh my God, I'm so tired. But also November 3rd, I'm going to be in Marin County. I will be featuring for Steve Heitner. Do you know who Steve Heitner is?
I do, actually.
Banya from Seinfeld, baby. That's gold, Jerry. That's gold. So, yeah, I'm going to be working with him. I hope he's not a douchebag. I hope he likes to eat meat, too. And, Corey, I'm telling you, man, you got to come over. We got to eat ribs.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. So, thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Corey. I hope you get well ASAP. And the only way you can get well is what?
Tortellini and bacon? Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bacon, meat. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care.